Yeah, is it on?
Nobody's got a microphone on.
Are we on? Is everything on?
I believe it is.
I don't know. Where do we see that the microphone's working?
Right there. Right
Okay.
there. Hey, remember when you got all this good internet in here?
I know. Hey guys!
Hello.
Welcome back to Life Above the Clouds. My name is Lauren Gaw, and this is my special guest of the week.
Derek Shelby Jones, and we're expecting.
No, we're not. Don't say things like that. Don't say things like that on the internet, and it's going to live there forever. We're not, that we know of. Anyway.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome back.
That was like cheese.
It is cheese.
Oh, okay.
This is cheese.
I thought you were like doing something like squash or something. Let me taste that.
It's been sitting out though, so it's like a little bit melty.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, like he just said, there's cheese because today we are making cheddar biscuits.
Cheddar biscuits.
And that wasn't just enough. We're also going to slather on some maple bacon butter. Right. So, cheddar biscuits with maple bacon butter, and we are also going to brush the tops of our biscuits with some garlic butter. So just lots and lots of butter today.
Lots and lots of butter.
You're so weird.
Lots and lots of butter. Yeah, you asked me to be here.
I didn't ask you any. I just told you I was going. Are you
want me to
guys
leave?
here? There's only one person here watching.
Do you
Who
want
is
me to-
it?
Do you want me to leave?
Who's watching us? No, I don't want you to leave.
You just told me to leave.
I enjoy this time that we share together.
You just told me to leave.
We're still quarantined here in Los Angeles. They extended the time to I don't know when. They also require us to wear masks anytime we go outside. It used to be just when you go to the store or something like that. But we're hanging in there. We're cooking, and I'm glad that you guys join us every week. Nobody commented in the comments if you're here watching, so maybe we're just talking to ourselves. I don't know. Who cares?
Let's go.
So let's go. We're going to talk about our ingredients. We have 1/3 cup of butter. Guys, for this butter, I melted regular butter and cannabis butter together, and then I put it back in the refrigerator. We want our butter to be cold. What are you doing?
Something smells like one of those Lunchables.
Weird. Okay. We want our butter to be cold, but we also want our cannabis butter and our regular butter to be well mixed in, or else one of your biscuits is going to have a whole bunch of weed and one of our biscuits is going to have no weed. So like I said, melted them together and put it in a silicone ice cube tray. It doesn't matter what you put it in. Put it back in the refrigerator and just shook it out because, like I said, we want our butter to be cold. Anyway.
Hi, Mike.
I'm rambling. Hi, Mike. Mike's here. So, continuing on, we have 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. This is 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 1 egg, and I don't remember, half a cup of milk? Guys, I don't have my written...
Yeah, I was impressed that you did that off the dome.
I did that. I know. I don't have my written ingredients down, so that was all from memory. I think this is 2/3 cup of milk.
Let's go. It's melting.
I should look that up.
Things are melting.
All right. I'll put the link with the written description section. What did I say? I'll put the link with the written recipe in the description section. Okay. So first, we are going to whisk together our dry ingredients. But instead of whisking, I'm going to use my food processor. You can do this by hand if you want to, but we're going to...
You have 2 food processors.
I have 2 food processors. We're all about butter and
spoiled.
food processors today.
She's spoiled.
So here in my food processor, David Quinnique is here. Did I say that right? He says that we're awesome. And also Jerry Devlin is here. Happy Friday! So in my food processor, this isn't like a great angle for the food processor, is it?
That's all right.
Do you want to see it there? Is that better?
Let's just go. Here.
He's so frustrating sometimes. You need to pull it. Just like tilt it up a little bit or something. Or do that. David says, What are we hmming?
It's like too tight.
There. Okay. So in in our food processor or in a bowl, we're going to combine or whisk together our flour. This is also super expensive flour that Derek bought me from our local market because flour is hard to come by now. And we're gonna add our baking powder.
It's gonna be the best fucking biscuit I've ever had. Because this is like $12 of flour you just put in there.
The flour was $8 total.
Okay.
Okay, and then I also just added our garlic powder, baking powder, and our salt. And then I'm just gonna blitz it in the food processor a little bit, or you could whisk it together. You're right.
It's not mixed. You gotta get that in there.
It's fine. So
it's not mixed.
All right, we're just mixing it a little bit better. We're mixing. How's that?
Okay.
Now I am going to add in my butter. I've cut it into smaller cubes just to make life easier. If you're doing this by hand, you want to pinch, if that makes sense. Like, work the flour mixture and the butter with your hands and pinch it until they're like pea-sized
sugar box.
Pea-sized pieces of butter.
Pea-sized pieces.
I'm gonna pulse it in the food processor until they're in small pieces. To be cold is because that's what makes your biscuits kind of flaky. If the butter is too warm, then it'll just melt, and that's not what we want. So now I'm going to dump this into my bowl. Move this aside. And we're going to add our milk. And our egg. And our honey. I'm gonna have to scrape this guy into here. The honey you don't have to use, but you know, it's nice just to make things a little bit sweet.
Jared, could you write an API string for a Python code I wrote that would read the database that I'm calling, and then not scrape the data that's already there? Could you do that, please? I'm not good with JSONs.
So now our dough is starting to come together, and if the whisk isn't working, I have the spatula. I also have the oven already preheated to 425 degrees. And now we are going to, like we said, this is very expensive flour. We have to save every bit of this. That's good. I'm just going to use the spatula to work this all in. You can smell that garlic powder. And then I'm also going to fold in our cheese. This I also shredded using the food processor. Food processor, really getting the use out of it today.
Neither of them want to help me with my code.
No one wants to help you with your code? Maybe they haven't heard you yet.
They have.
Oh. So these are loosely inspired by Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits. I've actually never had them before. Have you had them before?
It's because the top 1% doesn't go to Red Lobster.
I'm not the top 1%. I don't know why you keep saying that kind of stuff.
I like to spread rumors.
But I actually have never been to Red Lobster. But everyone talks about how wonderful the Cheddar Bay biscuits are. So I'm just trying to cut in the cheese, make sure that it's evenly dispersed, and then we're just going to scoop it out onto our baking sheet. You could also roll it and then use biscuit cutters if you wanted to. But we're all about making things easier, and so this is way easier.
Are you done with this for good?
I'm done with this for good. Why?
I'll just take it into the other room.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
So you guys can see, I'm using my big scoop this time. You could also use like a 1/4 cup. We want nice big biscuits, right? And I'm gonna leave them as mounds because that's fun, right? But you could shape them however you wanted. Obviously, if you cut them, they would be cylindrical.
Do you already have some made?
Nope.
Or are we going to have to wait on these?
We're gonna have to wait on these.
Have you already preheated the oven?
Yes.
Wow.
But we have other things that we're gonna be making in the meantime.
Can I eat some bacon? Just a little?
Just a little. If you eat bacon now, there's gonna be less bacon in our butter.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you're going to pulverize it to nothing?
Yeah, and mix it with butter. So here we have our nice little biscuits. And these are gonna go into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes or until they're golden brown on top. Would you like to, I thought you were gonna take this with me. Do you, okay, thank you. Thank you. Look how helpful he is today.
Because I didn't get high beforehand.
Sometimes when he gets high beforehand, he just stands there and says weird things. Or he just leaves the screen to go look up about McFlurry spoons.
Hey Google, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes. So I'm just gonna make these two last ones like really large because I just have this much dough left. How does that sound? Those look like sort of even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Go put those
I will go put
motherfuckers
these
in there.
in the oven.
Hey man. Happy 420 everybody.
Not 420.
It's about to be 420 in Texas,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be 420 in Texas.
So while those are baking, we are going to make our garlic butter that we're going to brush on top of the biscuits, and we're also going to make our maple bacon butter. Now this garlic butter is super easy. You can do it on the stovetop. We're going to do
Wait,
it.
we're double buttering?
We're double buttering
Wow.
because we love butter. Because I thought that just like eating the biscuits by themselves would be kind of lame. So I was like, what could we eat with the biscuits? Obviously more butter. I also have a recipe that I made for honey butter, which I think is delicious. But, you know, we're changing things up a little bit.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
Honey butter chicken biscuits.
Come on down to Whataburger and get the honey butter chicken biscuit.
Whataburger is this chain of restaurants in the South. I don't know. They don't have them everywhere.
Honey butter chicken biscuit.
But Derek loves the honey butter chicken biscuits that
Yes,
they
hi.
only sell for breakfast or after midnight is when they start selling the breakfast
After 11.
menu.
Yes.
Oh, after 11.
Yes, hi. Can I get 2 honey butter jizz biscuits?
That's what he likes to call them, with extra honey butter.
With extra honey butter.
Okay, so for our garlic butter, this is 3 tablespoons of...
Do you need another pulverizer?
No, we're going to actually microwave this. This is 3 tablespoons of garlic with 1 clove... What am I saying? 3 tablespoons of garlic. This is... Thank you. This is 3 tablespoons of butter with 1 clove of garlic minced. And then I also have 1 teaspoon of dried parsley is what you're supposed to use for the recipe, but we didn't have parsley, so, you know, full disclosure, this is actually Italian seasoning. But all we're going to do is either heat this on the stove and cook it for about a minute or heat it up in the microwave for about a minute. So would you like to do that or
Nope,
should I do
you
that?
go.
Okay, I'm going to go do that. You can talk to them more about Jizz Biscuits.
I'm gonna follow up on my question about if you could help me write a string for an API call in my Python code.
Why don't you explain more about what you're doing?
Yeah, so I'm scraping some data, and then I'm uploading that data to a database. But I would like the scraped data to first read and see if it's already been scraped, and if it has, to not push it again. And if the scraped data no longer exists, make a tag that is no longer available. That's where I'm at. And Jerry, Mike, can you write me a JSON file? I already have it, actually. I'm just bad at incorporating it in Python. Look, we're just going to switch everything to Golang, and we're going to rewrite everything.
What's Golang?
Golang is a code that, like, Google created. This is another language.
This smells so good. It smells buttery and garlicky. And then it's hot on the bottom, so I'm just gonna, since you took the cutting board away. And now we're just gonna add in our dried parsley. And then I have my brush here that I'm gonna use to brush the biscuits that I'm just gonna stir it up with. So that is it for our garlic butter that we're going to brush our biscuits with. So we are going to move on to our maple bacon butter.
Should we talk about Netflix?
What about Netflix?
There's a show I've been told that I need to watch, but I hear it's stressful.
What show?
It's called Into the Dark. Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it. My friend Olivia is on it.
Is she? Mm-hmm. Apparently it's extremely stressful.
Yeah, something about like aliens and stuff.
Yeah. Joey says, I'm gonna give you a Joey review.
Okay.
He says it's like there's no like plot setup or anything. It's just like high stress and you're figuring it out as you go. That's his like kind of review.
Cool. So, yeah, has anyone seen Into the Dark? I'm still watching Gilmore Girls. And we also haven't finished Schitt's Creek yet. Yeah.
The Python script is already written. I just need to put a string at the beginning of the code and then have it for like a API get, and then at the end for an API push.
I don't know what he's talking about either. Well, I have a smaller food processor here. Thankfully, I have two, so we don't have to wash that one right now. But we are going to add our... I always want it to be like in the center, and it makes me like stressed out if it's not in the center. I'm gonna add in our pieces of bacon. I didn't talk about what we have here, guys. This is 6 pieces of bacon. You know, you can add more or less, I guess.
There's a pork shortage.
Bacon, right? Yeah, and then also 1/2 cup of butter. I've cut it into smaller pieces just to make it easier for me to put it in the food processor. Also, if you didn't want to use a food processor or don't have one, you could chop this up into little bite-sized pieces. Not bite-sized, like little bacon bit pieces. You can chop this up into small pieces, and then you can use a hand mixer or even a whisk and beat it together with your butter.
Bacon bits!
Bacon bits!
Like what the dogs eat.
Like what the dog... Like bacon strips?
Are they called bacon bits?
Bacon strips. That's the treat that they have in the commercial that look like bacons. So I'm just going to add...
What is our dog?
I don't know. I'm surprised that he's not all over us right now because we have bacon and butter, which are some of his favorite things.
Brazzy, come get some butter!
So, what... it's right here, guys. So I am just going to pulverize our bacon a little bit.
Oh, here I am.
Hi, buddy!
Here I come. Hey, there's nothing here. Oh, there is.
So we have our bacon into smaller pieces. It's not super small right now because we're still going to blend it in with the butter. Stop eating
let me get a little piece. Here, buddy.
And now I'm going to add in our butter, which is very, very soft. Just use my fingers here. Here, buddy.
What a
you
good
want some
doggo.
butter?
Yeah,
Here, you want to lick my hand? Oh, you get to lick the plate.
You're such a good boy.
We really spoil him.
I love butter.
Now I'm going to not mix it, I'm going to process the butter and the bacon together.
It's weird that he likes butter so much. Of like all the things with like unsalted butter.
Well, I need my little like spatula thing. I'll be right back.
She'll be right back. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you want to keep licking the table? Oh, yeah. That's all good. Good stuff right there. I'm a good dog. I'm a good boy. Yes, I'm so good. Let me eat this. Hey, is this more butter? You want to smell it, bud? You want to smell it? Come smell it. Look. Come smell it.
You're just teasing him.
Oh, is that butter? I wanted him to be in frame.
Oh. So, now that we have it semi-mixed, I'm also going to add...
Yeah.
This is...
I'm cooking too.
He's cooking too. 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and then I'm going to add to my food processor.
I'm just gonna break and restart.
Oh, good. Thank you. I actually set a reminder at 2:30 to do that.
Hey, can I eat that, please?
So we're gonna combine all this until it is kind of one consistency.
It's not.
Thank you.
Your blade's switched.
I know. Sometimes you need to like push it down a little bit.
Maple bacon.
Maple bacon, and I kind of like I don't want the bacons to be in too small of pieces. I don't want this to be just like a goo. I want the bacon to kind of be in chunks so you can see it and taste it. How's that look? That looks good. What do you think?
It's whatever you want.
It's whatever you want. He liked the plate with the butter.
Okay.
Didn't he?
Yeah, now you like this one.
Oh, I was gonna like dig this out. I'll put it on this plate, I guess.
What was on that?
This had the bacon on it.
Yeah.
Okay. He's back. Look how cute he is, though. Isn't he just the
good
cutest?
dog.
Say hi to the people.
Hello, can I
Say hi
eat?
to the people.
Let me eat whatever you got.
I know.
Whoa,
So
what's in there?
So you can just scoop this out and store it in a little airtight container, or you can also put it on, not parchment paper.
Oh gosh.
You can scoop it out onto plastic wrap and kind of roll it into a log, and then you can put that into the fridge or the freezer, and then you can cut it into slices, which is nice. But we're obviously just gonna like dig it out and eat it like this, so.
We got 4 minutes left.
We have 4 minutes left.
And then we probably got
My hands are slippery from the butter and I can't, there we go.
She got butter on her hands.
So I'm just gonna scoop a little bit out of here so you guys can see what it looks like.
She's got butter on her hands.
So this is our bacon, maple bacon butter. Doesn't that look good? And now we're just waiting for our biscuits to finish and we can eat them. What else is new with everybody else? Nobody said anything about Into the Dark or Netflix. Are you guys actually there?
They all died.
Did they? Did they all die? We're still alive. We're still hanging in there. I don't know. This is crazy times. That's all we can say about it. What else is new this week? I tried threading my mustache yesterday. That was fun. You know, you can learn how to do anything on YouTube. And yeah, we're just building Derek's website. We played this game called Codenames with our friends last night. It's a game that you can play over the internet, and it was actually very, very fun.
Yeah, we should play it with my friends.
Yeah, we could do that. Who are you texting?
Michael Gregory of the Gregory Brothers
Michael
of
Gregory
Schmo Yoho.
What's he up to?
Well, I got reminded. I remembered about our question during Gilmore Girls.
What question during Gilmore?
About the butter my roll.
What?
They have a song called Butter in My Roll.
On Gilmore Girls?
No.
The Gregory Brothers.
Yeah, the Gregory Brothers too.
Okay.
And I was just asking him about it. If
This
it was inspired.
This is such good presentation. Just this like mound of butter.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom. All right, we have 2 minutes left.
I want to try it.
Okay.
I want to taste it.
2 minutes left on our timer. I timed it out pretty well, you know, because it's true we don't like to have like dead time because nobody's talking to us. Oh, here we go. David says, "What's up?" Is it too sweet? Let me try.
Razzie likes it.
Razzie likes everything. Ooh, that's good. Yeah. Yes. Loving it.
Should maybe like put it in the fridge for a while.
Yeah, it's like not that hot today, but our butter is very, very soft. What?
It's kind of warm.
It's kind of warm. I'm wearing a dress.
I'm wearing pants.
Okay, I'll put it in the fridge for 1 more minute until our stuff is ready. Let me take a little peeky poo. Oh yeah, they're looking good. They're looking so.
David says hi from H-Town.
Oh, who's from H-Town? We're from H-Town, David. How's H-Town hanging in there? My parents still live there. Derek's parents live in College Station now. But we were
Mike Jones. Who?
What?
281 341.
What? Is that a reference that I don't get because
you don't
live
listen to
under a
rap.
rock?
Yeah.
Hey, bud. I think this is cheese, so I'm gonna let you eat that. Can you guys see his little face? Look right here. He's eating stuff from the floor. Look, what's this right here? What's that?
I can't see it.
I know. Sometimes he can't see food right in front of his face. It's kind of embarrassing, actually. Now I just have it on my hands. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think
guys.
it's flour, by the way. It wasn't cheese.
Well, it's chunks. I'll just wipe it on our towel.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Burn.
There's our timer. Hey Google, stop.
David says Houston's great.
Oh, good.
They're probably out partying at bars, not caring.
They reopened stuff.
I know bars are open.
Bars are open?
Yeah.
What the heck? Are you serious?
Yeah. In Dallas, they are.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
I know someone that owns a bar in Dallas, and they bar restaurant, and they're like, "Come through, it's happy hour." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Don't do that. That's scary. All right. Can you press cut? These look so good. I am so stoked. Can you move that actually?
No.
Okay, thank you. These smell amazing.
Amazing.
This way. Guys, these smell as good as they look. And now I'm also going to brush them with our
let me eat it.
garlic butter.
Let me eat it. Let me eat it.
Make sure it gets on every crevice.
Hold for vacuuming.
That's blowing, leaf blowing. That's Miguel. the
Not
neighbor's
ours, it's our
gardener.
neighbors.
He used to garden for this house for the previous owner.
But we do not employ him.
Because
We garden ourselves.
We're cheap, yeah, we
Yeah.
garden ourselves. Oh my god, I can't wait to eat this. This looks so good. You know, you've been asking to do something savory on the channel for a while now, so here we go.
I was thinking more along the lines of like crab cakes.
We definitely don't have the ingredients to make crab cakes. Luckily enough, we had all the ingredients, thanks to Derek, because Derek bought me fancy flour.
We do lobster rolls.
We also don't have
We
lobster.
can take the boat out and go scuba dive.
Okay, that would be fun. I would scuba dive for lobsters. I don't
No,
really
you
like
wouldn't.
scuba diving because scuba diving like gives me panic attacks. But if it's to get lobsters, I think that mentally I could get over it because I want to go to get food.
The can of butter is inside the roll.
The can of butter is inside the roll. But yes, on that note, you could also do this garlic butter could be infused, and the maple bacon butter that we also made could also be infused. There's lots of options here. So I'm gonna go get our maple bacon butter.
From here, it says walking contradiction, but there's a glare, and I thought it said walking contraception. Wait, how do you pronounce it? Contraception?
Contraception?
Yeah, I was like, because there's a glare
so I
right
have
there.
our butter. Oh, I'm gonna go check on the other tray of rolls.
I was like, oh wow. Hey, Brazzy boy. Hey, buddy boy. Come here, give me a kiss.
Isn't he cute?
He's all cute, doggy.
All right, shall we dig in? They're gonna be really, really hot.
Really, really hot.
Ooh, yeah. I feel like I want you guys to see the buttering of the roll. So hot, guys. So hot. It's so hot.
So hot. It's so hot.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at that.
so hotness.
So hot.
So hot. So hot. So how strong are these?
These are not that strong. There's half a tablespoon of...
So compared to like normal stuff, how strong are they?
So compared to normal stuff, half a tablespoon I usually do for 6 servings. So we actually made 8 biscuits.
I got pretty stoned last night.
Did you?
I was pretty high.
I should get like a little plate so you guys can see.
It's alright.
Presentation is very important. Just gonna slather with our maple bacon butter. Here for you.
Is it still hot?
It's still really, really hot.
Should I put it in my mouth hot?
Be careful. It's very, very hot. Oh, this just broke off. It's like too hot for me to hold. Let me break off a smaller piece.
This would be the perfect start of your morning.
Yeah? This could be great with like a fried egg, make a little sandwich. That would be so good.
Oh my god.
Mmm. Whoa. That's so good.
See what I mean? Savory?
Mmm.
Should be doing more savory.
That maple bacon butter.
Look at that glob.
Ooh, that's what it's all about. Holy moly. These are delicious. Wow.
Good job.
Thank you. Charles Temple says it looks amazing. Charles, they are amazing. They're cheesy, they're buttery, they're garlicky. But the maple bacon butter is really what makes it. Like how last week's recipe, the coffee frosting is really what made it. This maple bacon butter, like you could put that on everything. We're probably going to be putting that on everything. These are delicious. No complaints here. We're just going to eat this.
I want to eat all of it.
Yeah, I want to eat all of it, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just grab just a little bit. Just a little more. Oh, gosh.
I don't know, it's all about that, like, cheesiness. Mmm. Can you see the steam coming off of it? Is this like is that a good angle? These are fantastic. Do these taste like the Cheddar biscuits
I don't know.
at Red Lobster?
I don't know.
Have you been to Red Lobster?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
You can buy the Cheddar biscuit mix. Like you can buy it as a mix now, I think.
Probably not the same.
It's probably not as good as these. These are fantastic.
Holy shit. Oh!
I just like humor myself because I'm constantly impressed by the things that I make.
Wow. It's like brag much.
I know, right? But I eat it and I'm like, oh yeah, damn, that was really good. Like our cupcakes from last week. Definitely top 10. I think this might be in my top 10 of things that I've ever made on the channel. As well as last week's cupcakes. Last week's cupcakes were really good,
Because I'm
guys.
trying to rub off on you. You're like stopping like all the easy bullshit.
This is really easy.
They're like, I know, but like you used to do like all these things that like most people, especially potheads, aren't like. I get it, it's novel to add like cranberries and like all sorts of stuff, but like people want to eat junk food.
I make
End
tons
of
of
the
junk
day,
food.
people want to make junk.
At the end of the
food.
day, you know, making a new recipe every week is hard, and so you have to think of all these different things. I'm gonna go check the last tray. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What if we make like, I don't know.
Okay.
Why don't we make like pasta?
Yeah.
Why don't we finally do our own pasta?
We can make pasta.
I
Pasta
like-
is just like flour and eggs, though. So
Oh,
the infusing opportunity.
we could infuse flour. I don't think you need to put that one over here.
Well,
There's no room for it. I think what needs to happen is we need to sign off, and then we need to eat this in shame.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you. Charles Temple says you have to enjoy your craft. Yes, you do. Thank you, Charles. And I do enjoy my craft. I'm not trying to brag. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for walking contraception. Contradiction. Says, I've never in my life ate at Red Lobster. Me neither. I've always wanted to eat there since I was a boy, just never had. You know what? Their commercials make the food look so good. And I've always seen the commercials, and I've always wanted to go since I was a kid as well. And my parents never took me to Red Lobster. So we are really missing out in our childhood. Walking contradiction.
He missed out on a lot of his childhood too, considering he's got a Sooner logo.
Ouch. He's an Aggie fan. Mike Finney, have a great weekend. Thank you. Okay, so back to signing off. We get distracted. Brazos is barking at something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this week. We made these delicious cheddar biscuits with maple bacon butter. Definitely don't forget to make the maple bacon butter. It was so delicious.
Delicioso.
Delicioso. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Check out our social media. There's links in the description section below, as well as my Patreon page. And I will put a link for the written recipe in the description section also. And
Yo, seriously though, you should make this.
you should make this. It's really, really good. And have a great weekend. And stay safe and sane. And I'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.